Let's be real, navigating Yonsei's course portal can feel like stepping into a maze. It's confusing, it's overwhelming, and if you're anything like I was, you're probably wondering where to even start. But don't worry, I've got you covered. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to find the courses you want and avoid the mistakes that I made. Hey everyone, I'm Florisha and I studied abroad in South Korea in 2023 at Yonsei University. And when I was looking for my courses, I found the course portal to be such a hassle. So in this video, I'm going to break everything down for you. Here's what we're going to cover. First, I'm going to give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to navigate Yonsei's course catalog portal. Second, I will be highlighting key things you need to look out for when choosing your courses. Then, I will share extra tips for registering and planning your courses. And to make this as easy as possible, I've added chapters in the video so that you can skip to parts that are most valuable to you. But before we dive in, I just want to share a quick note. I'm sharing this information based off my own experience and the information I've gathered from the guide that I received from Yonsei Study Abroad program. While this video gives you a solid starting point to navigate the course portal, it's always important to double check the details with the resources available to you. This could be your study abroad program staff or your study abroad advisors or any advisor or staff that is available to you. Also, please keep in mind that the information I'm sharing with you is based off 2023 Yonsei Study Abroad program. So the information I have may be a little bit outdated, so be sure, please read your guide once you are accepted into your Yonsei Study Abroad program. This video is here to help you get started with the basics so that you feel way much more confident navigating the course portal and searching for your courses. So whether you're just starting your study abroad journey or you're preparing for your semester abroad at Yonsei, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. In this portion of the video, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step on how to navigate Yonsei's course catalog portal. Just so you guys know, I'm using my computer to screen record and show you guys how to navigate the course portal. Okay, so first we're gonna start off on Google. So in Google's search bar, type in Yonsei University portal. And usually it's the first search that comes up. So we're gonna click on it and then you should see this page. So Google Chrome has the ability to translate pages. So it's actually better for Chrome to not translate the page. So click X and then on the side here, you see core, K-O-R, and then you see E-N-G. So it's Korean or English. Choose English and then that will automatically translate the entire page for you. It'll make the process so much more easier, unless like you're super, advanced in Korean and you don't need, you don't need the English translation, which, props to you. But for folks who just started out with Korean and aren't that advanced, definitely click English. Then you're going to click course catalog and syllabus. And then it'll take you to another page. Again, I advise you to not have Google Chrome translate the page since it's already been translated. The most important filters on this page for international exchange or visiting students is year, semester, category, college classification, and department. Those are the 4 important filters. So now I'm gonna go over each filter so that you know what they mean so that you can tailor it to your own needs. The year is the year, that's pretty much straightforward. When I was looking for courses, I had to look in the semester a year before I intended to go. So let's say, for example, it's 2025, and if I was planning to go to Korea from February to June of 2025, I would put 2024, not 2025, guys. Not me confusing myself, but just so that you guys know, if you're looking for courses for a specific semester, fall or spring, look in the semester a year before. The next part, semesters. So under the semester filter, there's first semester, summer semester, second semester, and winter semester. I don't really know much about the winter semester, so I'm not going to talk about that. The summer semester is the summer semester, and that usually takes place from June to August. Now, getting into the first and second semester. So typically for American institutions and universities, our first semester starts in fall, right? And our fall ranges from August to December for most typical American universities. And our spring semester begins after the new year, ranging from January to May, or around that time frame. However, for Korean institutions, it's totally different. So for Korean universities, their first semester begins at the start of the year, which is around February to June. And their second semester begins around September to around the ending of December. So in Korea, their first semester is our second semester. Hopefully that makes sense. But to me, Korean universities, like they're making sense, you know? It makes more sense that the first semester is at the beginning of the year and then the second semester is near the ending of the year. Whereas in America, the first semester is before the ending of the year and then the second semester starts after the beginning of the new year. But anyways, hopefully that makes sense, okay? And I'll be sure to put it on the screen so that you guys can see, because I'm a visual learner and sometimes saying things will not register in here. So I'll be sure to put it on the screen for you guys. So with all that being said, so if I was planning to attend Yonsei University around the time of February to June of 2025, that is their second semester. Wrong. I am wrong. That is the first semester. And then I'll change the year to 2024. See guys, I also am confusing myself. My goodness. Now I'm going to show you guys how to use the following filters to find courses that you want. To find courses that are dedicated to international and exchange students, you're gonna go to category and leave it under undergraduate programs. For college classification, you're going to click it and then you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and click study abroad course. And then for the department, you're going to click undergraduate. And then after, you're going to click search. And then it will take a little bit for it to search, and then you'll see it populate all of the courses that are specifically for international exchange or visiting students. Now, if you want to find the Korean language courses that are offered at Yonsei, they are called KLI, which is Korean Language Institution or Institute. And those are the courses that teach Korean at Yonsei University. So to find those, you're going to keep category under undergraduate programs. You're still going to keep study abroad course as the college and classification filter, but you're going to go here and change this to Korean language and click search. And then it'll populate all of the Korean language courses that are offered to international exchange and visiting students. So now I'm going to break down the difference between intensive and non-intensive KLI courses. Intensive KLI courses meet 3 times a week for 2 hours, and then the non-intensive KLI course meets twice a week, but one class is longer than the other. For example, when I was abroad, I took the non-intensive Korean language course. I had my Korean classes twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesday, class went from 1 p.m. Korean Standard Time to 2:30 p.m. Korean Standard Time. But on Thursdays, classes went from 1 p.m. Korean Standard Time to 1:50 p.m. Korean Standard Time. Class on Tuesday was approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes, and then the second class on Thursday was about 50 minutes long. So hopefully that breakdown gives you guys a sense of whether you want to take an intensive or a non-intensive Korean course. And later on in the video, I'll talk about my experience taking the non-intensive Korean level 2 course. Now I'm going to show you guys the filters on how to find graduate courses. For the category filter, you're going to keep undergraduate programs. For the college/classification filter, you're still going to keep study abroad course, but for the department filter, you're going to change to graduate and then you're going to click search. The only reason why I'm sharing how to find graduate courses is because seniors, 4th level students, can register up to 1 graduate level course, but the course must be open to undergraduate students, and not all graduate courses are open to seniors. So now I'm going to show you how to do like a broad search so that you can see all the courses that are available to you. Here's what you need to do. So you're going to keep category under undergraduate programs. Under the college/classification filter, I would go through every category that's here to get a sense of all the courses that are available to you. And then for department, I would just put all and then click search. The portal can only show up to 200 courses at a time. So you will need to go through each category to get a full picture of all the courses that are available to you. As you go through the portal, keep in mind that Yonsei University offers around 3,000 undergraduate courses each semester. However, not all of these courses are open to undergraduate, international, /exchange or visiting students, and many are taught in Korean. Over 100 courses are specifically for international students and are marked with the course code IEE. And I believe that IEE is part of the Department of International Affairs at Yonsei University. More than 800 regular courses are taken by local students and are taught in English and can be taken by international students as well. But just a heads up, some professors might switch to Korean to clarify some points for local students. So as you go through the categories that are in the college/classification filter, take some time to see what's available and get a range of what courses are available and open to you. Just remember that the portal can only show 200 courses at a time, so you'll need to go through each category to see all that is available to you. The portal will tell you that it can only show 200 courses with this notification at the top of the screen, which I'll also show you so that you can know when it's telling you that it can only show you 200 courses. Now I'm going to go through each column in the portal and tell you what it means. So this column, semester, again, is self-explanatory. It's a semester. This campus column tells you what campus it's on, because Yonsei is really big. So there are many parts of the campus, and Sinchon is just one of them. The grade column usually tells you what grades can take it, but it says 0 here, but I wouldn't pay attention to that. Then by subject, I believe this tells you what it will count for, an elective or in a major. Then class session tells you how long the course is, so it's for a semester. And then this part here breaks down a lot of things, and I will go to your guide to really fully understand what everything in this part is saying. But I will emphasize that the course code is right here. So there's a course code IEE for the course Intro to Psychology. And the most important thing, in my opinion, in this area is the syllabus icon, which is here, and I'll come back to that. Again, the credit column tells you how much credits you'll get for taking this course. Then this column tells you the name of the course. This column tells you whether the course is open or not. Then this column tells you the name of the professor. So the time column tells you the days and time that the course takes place. And the Yonsei Study Abroad Guide will provide you with a times table. I'll put the one that I received right here for you guys. And from reading the times table, you'll be able to get a feel of what your schedule will look like. But I wouldn't count on the year before the semester you intend to really pinpoint when your course will actually take place. Then the lecture room, self-explanatory, where the lecture would take place. Then there's the language column, which tells you the language that it's being taught in. So I can't read this column perfectly, but it will tell you whether the course is offline or online or both. Hopefully it tells you it's both, but yes, it's gonna tell you whether it's offline or online. And then evaluation methods tell you how you're being graded. And then this column is the most important column, eligibility of exchange student, which tells you whether you can or cannot take the course. So now I'm going to go over the most important columns for international, visiting students, and exchange students. I think it's really important to know what courses you're taking. So I will look up for the course code, which is shown right here. The first 3 letters of the course code indicates which department the course is offered in. So for example, the IEE course means the Office of International Affairs, which is specifically for international students. But for example, a course code with the first 3 letters, ECO, is a course that is being offered by the Department of Economics. Then, like I said, the second and most important column is the eligibility of exchange student. And like I said, this tells you whether or not this course is open to you. And when I say you, I mean international, exchange students or visiting students at Yonsei University. And then the timetable is important, but as I mentioned before, I wouldn't rely on the information you're looking at, which is a year before you attend, to accurately tell you what time your course may be offered. But this will give you a good idea of the class and time periods. The section column is very important because at this time that I'm reading my guide tells me that classes only in Sinchon are open to international and exchange students. And in this section of the portal, I believe that the syllabus icon, which is this one, is super important. This was very important to me because I wanted to get credit for my major, race, media, and communication, while I was abroad. So I needed to show my professors, specifically my faculty advisors within my major department, what these courses looked like. So clicking on the syllabus icon and looking through the structure of the courses, seeing what readings were taught, seeing what I'm being graded on, seeing the topic, and all of these things was super important for my faculty advisor to look over and determine whether I can get credit for these courses and whether they actually relate to the central theme and topic of my major. I just think it's really important to go through the syllabus and see what's expected of you as a student if you were to take this course. And then there's also this icon. This icon gives a short description of the course. So I would also read that just to gain more information about the course. As a student who's going abroad, I just wanted as much information, so I felt a tad bit more confident that I had the skills and I was prepared to really excel well in these courses. And earlier on, I forgot to mention the precautions column, and this column are notes or things that the professor will let students know who are looking through the course, whether there are things to look out for. Let's see if we can find one here. So I found a precaution note for the course Modern History of Korea. So it says 3 campus program participants requisite, 3 campus program only. I don't know what that means, but it's clearly stating that like you need to take that into note in order to take this course. And if you have questions, again, reach out to the people who are available to you to understand what this means and whether it'll impact your ability to take this course or not. But not specifically for this course, but if you see any precautions for any of these courses, just ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions and making sure that you're prepared for course registration. And I just want to show you guys that sometimes it can get a little crazy navigating the portal with a mouse or even using this side thingy. I don't know what it's called, but this thing that goes up and down here. I would use your keyboard with your 2 fingers doing this, or I would click on the portal and use your arrow keys to navigate the course portal. It's very easy and you'll see all the information that you need to see. Now I'm going to share the main things you need to look out for when you're searching for your courses. Number 1, always check the eligibility of exchange student. Always make sure in that column there's a Y. The Y means yes, the N means no. So if you see an N there, that means you cannot take that course. But if you see the Y there, that means you can, and it's open to international visiting students or exchange students. The second tip is to keep count of the credits that you are accumulating as you're clicking through and searching for your course so that you meet your credit requirement. The third tip is to look through the course syllabus and the course outline to really understand the requirements of the course and the topic of the course. My fourth tip is to write down the course code or professor's name or course title, because these are all things that you can use when you're ready to register to search for them so that you can find them really easily. Before we move on, here are a few more tips to keep in mind as you plan your courses and registration. My first tip is to always have backup or alternate courses that you can take just in case your first choices aren't being offered. This is super important because Yonsei courses are highly competitive and can fill out quick. So always make sure to have a plan B just in case you don't get your first pick. Now for my second tip. If you're a business major, this tip is especially important for you. At Yonsei, you must declare business administration as your major in order to have access to business courses. Now I'm going to share with you guys what I had missed out on because of me missing this information. I really wanted to take the course called Business Communication because it was a speaking and presenting heavy course. It was a course that would have taken me out of my comfort zone, and I really wanted to get another business course in relation to my major under my belt. For those who are wondering how I got to choose what courses count towards my major, while I attended Brandeis University, I created my own major, Race, Media, and Communication, and I created my own curriculum of courses that I believe can count for my major. So this study abroad opportunity gave me the chance to get credit up to 4 courses in order to complete my major. So when I was registering as a student in the SAY program, I chose a major that was more humanities, social sciences related in focus instead of choosing a business major. So when the time came to register for courses and I tried to get into the business communication course, I wasn't able to because it was specifically for only business majors. And I was super bummed because I really wanted to take this course, seeing that local students were taking it, and I really wanted to take the chance while I was abroad to develop friendships with Korean students. So I was so sad when the professor was like, unfortunately, since you're not a business major, you can't take this course. So be very intentional about the major you choose when you're applying as a student to the SAY program, because they emphasize it a lot, but specifically for business students. But for students who don't register as a business major, you can still take alternate courses within economics or the study abroad courses. Now I'm going to talk about credits, the third most important thing to know. To give you an idea of what to expect, here's the general rule for Yonsei SAY program. Students must enroll in courses accumulating the minimum of 9 credits to the maximum of 18 credits. For my study abroad program, CIEE, they also had their own additional requirements. The first requirement was that I had to take a Korean focus class, which is super easy to complete. The second requirement was that I had to take 4 to 5 elective courses at Yonsei University. The third requirement was that I had to take courses accumulating the minimum of 15 credits to the maximum of 18 credits. This meant that I had to take more than 3 courses, which is the minimum for the SAY program. Be sure to check your program's requirements because it will be totally different from mine, but just in general, be sure to check out the requirements for both Yonsei's SAY program, and if you're going with a study abroad program, be sure to check out your program's requirements. And that was just the beginning. In part 2 of the series, I'll go into a deep dive into all the courses I took, including the CIEE, IEE, and KLI courses. And I'll share my tips on how to excel academically while still having fun in Korea. Be sure to check out part 2 here, and if it's not there yet, it just means I haven't posted it yet. So don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first one to know when it goes live. Bye!